What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Arena of Power esports video, and this time of course we are continuing with that game 5 of the BRU versus HKA semifinal. BRU instantly banning out that D-Rock, HKA banning out Richter. We will definitely see a BRU zip ban as well, unless they decided to give it over to HKA for a game there. We see a Florentino ban actually, a Florentino ban. Now, this is kind of weird, yeah, zip, because I think HKA is gonna ban that Florentino. I think they have to. If they don't, BRU will just first pick it, and there really isn't a lot of Slayer laners remaining that can fight it, and we see a Labil ban instead. Now, I definitely expect Florentino to be first picked here, although Florentino is one of these weird picks that sometimes they don't decide to first pick it because it has some specific counters, but I think they're all gone for now. So yeah, Florentino pick coming out. Chi is of course a counter, excuse me. I completely forgot, Chi is the classic anti-Florentino pick. So yeah, definitely instantly picked up here. And a Lindis on the side of HKA. XiaoLin seems to be gonna be playing that Lindis in the jungle. That is of course one of F1's favorite jungle heroes as well, so that's a nice pick that is not only strong but also takes away a probably desired pick by the enemy team, because as you can see, BRU is really thinking right now. They might have not expected this Lindis because they're thinking quite a lot about this draft. They instantly pick up that Marja now and lock in a Xeniel for the support position as well. That is a very nice pick, comboed with that Florentino, comboed with a Rourke, but we had Rourke already coming out of BRU United esports, so that won't be picked. And now we have an Annette support. Now Annette support is actually very nice peel for Lindis. She gives attack speed to the Lindis as well with her ultimate, so I'm liking this pick. It is always, we haven't seen too many Annettes this tournament yet, because as I keep saying, tank supports are the king right now, because you get vision control much easier. So yeah, except for Alice, we only really see tank supports, and Annette being picked up finally though. Of course, the support picks are getting scarce, and especially with that Xeniel being picked away, yeah, that is what it is. We have a Crixie ban coming in. Of course, BRU already picked up their mid laner. They will definitely ban another mid laner. We have a Pain ban coming in as well on the side of HKA, because they really don't want F1 to go Pain jungle against this Lindis. That is of course a super free kill for Pain. Yeah, we definitely will see another assassin ban. No, they are hovering the Violet ban right now. Violet is of course one of the marksmen left, so they decide to ban away. They essentially ban two junglers, because we most of the time see Violet in the jungle in this tournament so far. So yeah, they banned out a marksman and an assassin jungler, and we'll see another a ban in the mid lane coming out here. I think HK already used Raz. They did, yes. I believe it was last game. So yeah, we might see an Ignis ban, although they might have already used that. I think they did. I really wish they would show the HK's picks so far in this bottom menu. They ban out a Daio-chan. That's a very interesting ban, but of course there really isn't too many mid laners left. Now there's still a Tulen left though, which isn't too good against Marja. Yeah, it's not good against Xeniel, it's not good against Florentino. I don't think we'll see a Tulen pick. I mean, Liliana was already picked, Ignis picked, Krayta picked. Now there really isn't much left. There's a Kali, there's an Illumia. I'm sure I'm missing something though. We see a Tulen coming out. I'm not a fan of this, because if the Xeniel has quick fingers, he can just ult the target that Tulen is ulting, and he completely destroys Tulen for the rest of the team fight with that. And we see a Xanis being hovered. I don't think this will come out. That would be hilarious though. I really would like to see Xanis picked once in such a tournament. That would be really fun. But yeah, just don't think. I think Xanis is a great solo ranked hero, but I don't think he can come out in pro play. And we have a Fennik being hovered right now. They still need a marksman and an Abyssal Dragon laner, or a jungler and a marksman in the Abyssal Dragon lane. So they pick up, I think they will go for a double marksman setup here. Valhein still available to them. Although Valhein isn't too good against Lindis. What's good against Lindis? Joker, of course, but Joker unfortunately already picked by BRU. So maybe we'll just see a tank in that Abyssal Dragon lane. Maybe we see a Zata coming out. So that means Marja will be in the Abyssal Dragon lane. So this is, I think, the first time Nunu picks up Zata in this tournament. I might be wrong. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I feel like this is it. And we have an HKA Valhein hover coming out. Again, with Lindis, with Lindis, with Fennik, you oftentimes see double marksmen, okay? Because they can't really hard carry late game like an Alandor could, or like a Labil, like a Kefeni can. So yeah, we see again double marksman coming out of only one side though. So we have a Marja laning against Valhein. Valhein is really good against Marja. He can completely clown on her early game. So that is definitely a very comfortable draft here for HK. The only issue they have is this, well, they have two issues. They don't have a tank, okay? So it will be hard for them to scout bushes, but they have the Lindis S1. So I think that solves it. So that's a nice combo with that Annette. And they don't have, they have that Tulen going up against Marja, which can just block his ult, just dodge his ult, against Fennik, which can dodge his ult with S2, against a Xeniel, which can just heal and give damage reduction to the target who's being ulted, and a Zata, that is pretty even, honestly. Both Zata and Tulen coming in with sprint, man. I'm not a huge fan of sprint Tulen. I will make a video about it, but I don't think it's really all that good. It is just really safe, and sprint is just really broken. But I'm not really a huge fan because it makes Tulen less explosive. But of course, in pro play, you want to go for something safe, you know, and sprint is oftentimes it's a really broken summoner skill right now at the moment. So I can see why this is coming out. Zata again, also same concept, much more explosive with that flicker, but yeah, that was a very nice voice crack, guys. This is amazing. I'm sure you won't make fun of me for that one, but it's all good. We have, as I said, that sprint is just really safe, and yeah, we'll see. The HKA has two winning side lanes now. They have a very aggressive, like a very early game strong support that can really help your jungler clear the jungle super fast. It can also just poke people really obnoxiously, can wave clear everything. So HKA seems to be in a very nice spot in the early game. And as I said, they have two winning side lanes. Valhein beats Marja, Chi beats Florentino, so they're in a very comfortable spot here, I think. Now the late game will be difficult because they have Valhein and Lindis who both fall off in the late game. Chi is really good. Tulen can be good, but again, much stronger with Flicker in the late game than with Sprint. And Annette is a very good peel for their two marksmen. But on the side of BRU, we have Xeniel late game, split pushing, won't be really easy to handle it. Florentino late game is ridiculous. Marja late game is also very ridiculous, and Fennik is can be very strong late game if he's played well. We've seen it by SGP Bang coming out every single time. Just played so amazingly well on this Fennik in the late game, doing 40% damage almost every game. So we'll see if F1 can do that. Of course, similar caliber of a jungle player, but I don't think he's as proficient on Fennik. So we'll see if he proves me wrong here. Yeah, we have the Zata just setting up there, but gets poked. Fennik gets completely poked, does not dodge the ult with his S2. Maybe it was not up and just came up right after. Ooh, the Zata goes deep, does a ton of damage. Very nice, very well played by Nunu there. Again, I think he could have squeezed in an auto attack. They don't squeeze in auto attacks, guys. I really think auto attacks are very important for this Zata. You can do much more damage and poke just much harder there. Enemies would have been much lower HP if an auto attack went through all of them, you know, if he positioned that well. So yeah, definitely not being played to nowhere near to perfection in these pro games so far, Zata. But of course it is a very difficult and very new hero, so they are excused, but I think we will see Zata becoming very, very strong as soon as people learn that properly. As I said, he already got buffed on the new patch. I feel like that was a little bit too early to buff him, but it's all good. Meanwhile, we have BRU going for that dragon, and they pick it up. Valhein not able to steal it with his ultimate there. The gold is very even for both teams. Average KDA of 2 Darkslayer laners. Well, that doesn't really say much, but it's all good. Both of them are really strong, of course. Outcast and Summer are known to be 2 of the best Slayer laners in the current meta in Arena of Valor in pro play. We have that Marja doing pretty well now. After she gets level 4, she can do pretty well. But it is kind of a waste to see 0007X playing a Marja instead of one of his marksmen that he's very well known for. So we'll see if that will bite BRU here into the booty in the mid and late game. Because of course that's when 007X usually just completely smurfs on everybody, and they are really simping this Talaskin, man. They are really spamming it into our faces. Every couple minutes we see an ad for a Talaskin. It is amazing, don't get me wrong, but come on guys, it will sell anyway. Weeps don't, listen man, weeps don't watch esports anyway, let's be real. Weeps are just busy enjoying their content, you know, you already know boys. Anyway, moving on. We have, of course, Lindis catching out that Fennik a little bit. He did not have his S1 up, but she didn't see that. She didn't see the minion with the S1 on. And now we have a ton of damage coming in by this Chi, but instant Xeniel ult. And again, Chi also countered by that Xeniel ult. It is just really strong, but I think she will survive here. No, she does not. Very well played by Summer on his Florentino. He gets the kill in the tower, and now he goes even deeper. That's a little bit crazy. No, it's not. The hero is a little bit crazy. Teamy, please. It is broken. Do you not understand? What is he doing? He's diving a tower and leaves with half HP, and he's an assassin. He's not a tank. That's ridiculous. And this Tulen does 0 damage. Not sure what he's doing. He has endless cycle. That's why. I think Holy Thunder is really impossible to play Tulen without it, okay? And he's building Barif's first item. That is, of course, fine. He's gonna have some nice poke damage, gonna have a nice amount of armor against Fennik. Although I honestly wouldn't go for Barifs this game because, as I said, man, you go for the explosive Tulen playstyle with Flicker, Boomstick, and Holy Thunder, okay? Barifs is very strong, but the enemies have 2 magic damage dealers, 3. Xeniel does magic damage as well, and of course that Marja and Zata. So again, it is a little bit of an awkward build coming in. It is the safe build, okay? You can do whatever you want and you will do your 35% damage as Tulen with this. Because you will just sprint around and apply Barifs to everybody with your passive. So that I get why he's doing that, and we have a gank coming in. This is definitely gonna be a dead Xeniel. Easy pickup there by Valhein, and 007X completely overextends. He had to sprint up. He completely stays way too deep and it just gets crit out of existence by the man on his Valhein. Very well played by Valhein there, just doing so much damage. And yeah, Nunu messes up his ult completely. That would have been probably a dead Lindis if he didn't. So that is unfortunate to see. And now we have a huge Florentino. That is what I'm talking about. The Xeniel and Florentino combo coming in huge for BRU right here. Coming in from behind, Xeniel ults him. They get a kill, but they also end up dying on that Florentino. Now, I'm not sure how worth that is, because he was in a very comfortable spot. He could have just kept split pushing that top lane. He's winning hard against Chi right now. He's 600 gold ahead after this death. And he goes for the Mail of Pain, which is a very strong item against Chi, because she does a lot of physical damage and he's just gonna bounce a lot of damage back to her. And this is how, yeah, this is how you basically deal with that matchup. And now Marja just gets completely wrecked by this Chi. I was gonna say Marja kills the Valhein, but she gets wrecked. And now we have a Xeniel ult coming in. Yeah, that's a dead. That is just very nice, aggressive playstyle coming in by both teams. Just trading evenly. Gold is very even. This is the most even game in this series so far, by far, by the way. All the other ones were kind of stumps, but we have a very nice game at our hands right now. But HKA, while BRU was getting that kill bottom and that Abyssal Dragon, they just instantly pull the trigger on that Slayer. And of course with Lindis and Valhein, they do so much damage to that Slayer. That's the strength of double marksman. Even though both of them aren't like known for killing Slayer fast compared to something like, I don't know, like a Kefani, like a Lavil, right? Like a Yorn especially. They are still, just because there's two marksmen, it just instantly melts, okay? It just completely melts away. And yeah, that is the strength of this double marksman combo. That also happens to towers, that also happens to dragons. So that's, yeah, you just have a very nice explosive macro coming out with double marksman. And in the mid lane there's a little fight, but she gets caught and I think she will just die here. No, she is able to knock them into the wall and then use her double dash to jump away with that S1 and ult. And now you can see that Tulen, exactly as I said, he completely gets wrecked by this Xeniel there. He doesn't do anything against Xeniel. Trust me guys, I played a ton of Tulen games against Xeniel back in the days. It is incredibly annoying. Xeniel and Timmy, when those two were released, I was not a happy Tulen main, okay? That was very annoying. And Marja ended up dying at the back of that. She doesn't seem to have the... This Tulen does 0 damage, bruv. Come on, man, that's the Barifs. That's the endless cycle without Holy Thunder as well. It is just not fun to see. But we'll see what he goes further. Maybe he will go for a tanky build. I would really hate to see it, but I think if you want to play a sprint tool, you should go a little bit tankier. You can really just sprint into team fights and just keep spamming S1, S2. I think that's a very viable kind of battle mage, tanky mage kind of playstyle for Tulen. I think that can be very fun. And there you can see the Fennik ult just completely dodges, the Fennik S2 dodges the Tulen ult there. Completely negates it, and yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. This Tulen isn't really doing a lot of work, but BRU just kind of threw that. Oh my god, not enough crits coming out on Lindis, but very well played by F1. Pop that Bow of Slaughter and try to get the Lindis there, not able to, and now we have a fight of Florentino against Chi, and Chi is still winning, despite him going for a Mail of Pain. That's just how this matchup goes. Chi just beats Florentino, I think, throughout the whole game. So yeah, it's really interesting that so many Florentino fans keep coming in when you can just counter it with Chi. And very well at that too, from what we're seeing here, right? Because Chi is just, the Chi is just always beating him. Even behind in gold, she beats him. It seems very, even when he goes for a tank item that counters her, still, she keeps beating him. So that's very, very interesting to see. But yeah, we have, of course, let me check those Valhein items the next time. Because I'm very interested what he is building. If he's going for the same build as Med0322, which I showcased a couple days ago. Check that video out if you haven't yet. If you're looking for a very nice, for the best Valhein build in my opinion, in the pro player's opinion, but maybe he goes for a different one here, the man. Again, Chi gets completely wrecked there by that Xeniel ult once again, is not able to burst anyone down. And now we have HKA actually on their back foot. They traded 1-for-1, the Florentino ended up dying as well. Oh my god, Lindis just completely crit the Fennik out of existence. He was healing with Bow of Slaughter, but didn't have enough attack speed to get enough hits in to heal against her damage, just completely got out damaged. And the Fennik just instantly respawned and is almost dead again. And now she's just cleaning up everything. That is insane Lindis gameplay right now, coming in by XiaoLin. Very well played. I have to say. By the way guys, I didn't even bother checking which pro view was available. Maybe this Lindis would have been available for a POV, but I've seen so many comments saying that you guys just prefer the top-down view, so I'm just focusing on that right now. I honestly prefer it as well after that very boring Raz game. I'm really not too happy about the POV streams right now. Yeah, but you know what we could do? We could just go through this APL with this, and then if I check out, or if you guys find a really good pro view, like where a pro really goes insane performance, where he just solo carries, then we can just check that out additionally. Maybe that would be a good solution. But yeah, for now, we just have these top down. By the way, Zata build, we will discuss that in a second there. I think it's absolutely garbage. I think it is absolutely garbage. but we can check it out soon. I mean, I get what he's trying to do. It isn't that garbage, I guess, but it's just kind of awkward, mate. It is just way too tanky, and it seems like he isn't doing a lot of damage with that sprint and with that tanky build. And HKA is completely blowing them out of the waters right now, completely winning against BRU. This Lindis is finally back. XiaoLin, the god tier jungler in the previous games, in the previous series and in the previous in the group stages, is finally seems to be back. He is playing out of his mind. And just check this Zata build in a second, man. I don't know, man. I mean, I really get it, okay? I'm actually gonna try that build on Tulen, I think, because that could be fun. But on Zata, it's just awkward. It is just very, very awkward. Let's just check it out, though. I mean, Nunu is of course a very great mid laner. I will make a video about that Zata build, but I don't know, guys. The thing about Zata is, if you don't go full AP, full maximum damage, you won't deal as much damage. And just check this build out in a second. Look at this. He went for Frost Guard, which is fine. Then he goes for Soaring Aura, which gives you a lot of flat magic pierce. These two items combined, they stack. So that's cool, and it also helps his Marja, because it removes the magic resistance. It doesn't just give you magic pierce. So it also helps his Marja. So that's good, but man, where's the boomstick? Where's that Hecate? You just don't deal enough damage without those, right? In my opinion. And then he goes for the Apocalypse, which is a good item, but he didn't really auto-attack, so I don't know if he should buy that. Anyway, it's just really awkward, but it's okay. The hero is new. You can see 25% damage only coming out of Tulen. Meanwhile, we have the two marksmen dealing a lot. The Valhein dealing, of course, a little bit less. Let me just check out this Valhein build as well. It's a very similar build. It's the same build, honestly. He went for the Fafnirs instead of Blitzblade because the enemies have a tanky Florentino, a tanky Xeniel, and a tanky Marja with a lot of health. So that's just a good pickup there. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss game 6 here coming in. Of course, 3-2 right now. HKA seems to be on a nice comeback here. We'll see if they can get 2 more to win this series. That would be absolutely a crazy comeback. And yeah, if you did enjoy, as I said, leave a like, and I will see you guys the next time. Peace out, boys. Bye-bye.